Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV Domination. So unfortunately we're going to have another shorter episode today, guys. Got a lot of series going and frankly this is easily the least popular one. This series is not doing well in views. Real disappointment, honestly. But yeah, we're going to have a shorter episode today. We'll try and get the war done. It's going pretty well, so we could get the conflict finished up here in today's video. We'll see. I did forget about this army. We finished up in Brittany and now we need to move them over here. Take out that fort. So we'll have three fortifications, or excuse me, three sieges going at the same time, although it looks like the Pope is going over there to do that. Okay, so no reason for us to help them with that then. Instead, let's go. Oh, we wouldn't be able to go there because of that fort. I suppose we can occupy these all real quick, or we can come up this way. That'd be an option as well. Yeah, we haven't really seen much when it comes to the enemy forces. Let's go and get those guys engaged. And we did that one battle against Burgundy, and that's been it. And we don't need to stay here, do we? Well, we do. Okay, so might as well just leave. No reason to take the attrition. Just come back over here. So we did finish up that battle there. Excellent. Let's go ahead. I didn't capture anything, did we? No. Alright, so I guess we can come over here. Yeah, I suppose that makes the most sense. I'll go ahead and blockade that. Keep the English fleet locked down. Could go ahead and defeat Flanders fleet real quick. They might just take off, though. Nope, they're going to stick around. Let's try and get those guys wiped out. And we did. We destroyed all three of those ships. Alright, excellent. So let's come back over here. I wonder how many ships they've got. It looks like they got 17 frigates and 11 trade ships. That's it. Yeah, notice that the ships of the line, there's not as many as there is in vanilla because they're so expensive. So we did win here, so let's go and go to the next location. And thus, I suppose, well, I guess we needed to do the blockade area anyway, so we could finish that up a little bit quicker. I was going to say, I suppose we could come over here and help out that siege. Alright, so we lost another one of our cardinals, unfortunately. But yeah, our enemies are not doing well. We're about to have to take a loan, though. That's okay. Alright, so this one here is going to give us a CB against Orleans. We're also going to get corruption, though. Yeah, so we're all just kind of negative. Alright, so that's unfortunate. We don't need to be here in Brittany any longer. Just go and pull out that diplomat. And since we're getting our diplomat back, we'll go ahead and come back to our subject countries. Continue to get their opinion improved. So I'm just waiting for this siege here to finish up. And yeah, pretty much all their forts are engaged except that one. Yeah, this is pretty much over already, guys. So we took that loan of 264. That's fine. As expected. And we lost, or we're gonna lose prestige every month due to a drunken explorer. Sometimes you gotta get drunk on exploration missions, man. It's a long way from home. Stressful. Alright, so we just finished the siege here. So let's see what we want to do. Still waiting on a lot of these sieges to finish up. Could advance further into their territory here. Maybe they came to deal with this rebellion over here in Holland. Yeah, there's only one location left to siege. If you don't count the place where they have seen the rebellion, just this one here. So yeah, I guess we'll go over there. And we'll be fighting these ships here, and then we'll go help out with that siege. And it looks like we were able to sink 3 of the frigates. Well, we actually caught one of them, captured one of them, and sunk a trade ship there. All right, so we're going to want to take out that really damaged frigate. I assume it's going to be really damaged. Maybe not. It's only 82%. If that's in fact the frigate. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so we don't need that. Alright, so let's go and help out with the siege here. That will allow the English to come out of port, though. Which I assume they will. Yeah, just kind of help us get that siege done a little bit quicker. I'm saying it's just sieging at this point. I don't know what happened. Oh, there they are. There's Burgundy's army. Alright, so we finished up that siege. So yeah, Burgundy's army did come over here to deal with the rebellion, or just ran away. Okay, so let's see what we want to do. Could go across, don't want to do it that way. Probably just finish up the siege and then attack them. We can't get the Diplotech, that's what we were waiting on. That means we are going to have to invest in improving all of our light ships. But we'll do that later. We'll have to leave these guys here because I don't want to take any unnecessary attrition. Oh, they can sit there just fine. Okay, so we'll bring them right there. And this isn't good. Deteriorating relations with the clergy. This is going to result in a ton of peasant rebellions here. Yeah, very unfortunate. And we'll have to pay for this fort just in case these guys here make their way down there. So look at all those rebellions. Rebellions everywhere. Alright, so let's go ahead and start dealing with those. One by one. That's what we'll use this army for. And did finish up the exploration of the American East Coast. And we can invest in the military technology. It's expensive right now, but I think it's worth it for those bonuses. I think the enemy army is a little too close to change up our infantry though, so we'll have to wait to do that. But yeah, they might have already been. Nope. We're now ahead of Burgundy. We're ahead, far ahead of England. Alright, so these guys, let's go ahead and get the next exploration mission set up, which is going to be the coastline of the Caribbean. And we will want to have more colonies going at once, guys. Eventually. But not while we're at war and we're already paying huge sums of cost right now. Alright, so this province here has been taken. So do we want to end the conflict with Burgundy yet? With England, all I want from them is Calais. Let's get the siege ability. If we invade across and take more of their territory, we would just make them like release stuff back to Scotland or in Ireland or whatever. I suppose we will want to do that invasion and really think about it. So how many troops can we go across with? How many frigates do we currently have? 13. So basically to get one of our armies across would be like 2 trips. So yeah, I suppose we will invade them, but obviously first we got to deal with all these rebellions here. And we got to finish up in this area as well. So we'll get Burgundy knocked out of the conflict. And some of these rebellions are going to be successful, of course. Could just... Well, we can't seize land yet. There's got to be at peace. I think that's to ensure you're not exploiting it. And getting the rebellions to pop up when you have enemies on your territory. Could go ahead and summon the Diet. Yeah, why not? Let's go and do that. And this is the manufacturing one. Okay, so could do that. Getting legitimacy up to 90. That's somewhat out of our control here. So let's just go ahead and do the marketplace. So obviously not going to do that now. Here at war. And yeah, we're getting all that autonomy from these rebellions being successful. And the locations that don't have fortifications. Alright, so we wiped out them. We'll go ahead and get the province taken back. So just waiting for this siege here to finish up. I suppose we didn't need to do that siege because we had the fort province here. But yeah, let's go over to this one next. Let's go and avoid the river penalty. So we'll go over here. Is there a river penalty across here? I think there is. Yeah. Okay, so basically all these. So we'll go all the way around. Attack them there. And it looks like our allies are taking care of some of these rebellions, so that's helpful. So still waiting on getting this siege done. And then yeah, it looks like it's going to be one big battle. here because they have a similar number of troops as we do. Also, the AI seems to be broken here. They can't figure out where to go. Yeah, they're super broken. All right, so just make sure we're not taking any attrition there. All right, so we'll do that battle next. Get those rebels defeated. A really inopportune time for the rebellion. I guess one nice thing about having rebellions during war is it does result in your allies helping you out with them. They often won't when you're at peace, unless it's like right on their borders. I'm hoping they'll deal with that. So let's just go up north with the intention of invading England with these troops here. All right, so this siege here is finally done. And so now let's go ahead and attack into that territory. I suppose we can wait till these guys get here, because you can cross that way, but I think then you get that penalty by crossing the strait. Might get the penalty anyways. Yeah, you're gonna get the penalty anyway, so it doesn't matter. So they did not help out with the battle. I expected them to help, but they decided not to. Probably because they knew they were gonna lose it. Alright, so again, another colonial event. Let's just go with this one here, because we don't really need the prestige. You don't really want them to get more aggressiveness and attacking more often. Have to deal with that over there. So yeah, we'll just go with that one. And we were able to force their fleet out, I suppose. And we captured another one of their frigates. All right, well that's useful, since we're about to move troops into England. And let's go ahead and attack here, so we can engage the English once again. Alright, so we did win that battle, killed a lot of their troops, and one of our generals got the hardy warrior, so he's going to take less land attrition. Okay, so that's helpful. So we can continue these sieges here, I suppose. Let's go ahead and have them go here, and I guess they got blocked, and they never helped us out, unfortunately, so I'm glad we did well there. In fact, let's go ahead, because we just won that battle, let's go ahead and change up our infantry now. So we got the free shooter infantry, or the tertio infantry. And again, we're going to go with them for the Italian Wars, for our roleplay purposes, since we've been fighting in these Italian Wars here. So we didn't sink any of their ships this time. Let's see how the ships are looking. Yeah, they look pretty good. Let's go ahead and go over here and pick up these troops. Well, I guess we wouldn't be picking them up. We want to do the automatic transport. Alright, so they're taking off up north. I think this is the last fortification to be taken. We don't have to take it. Did they ever deal with that rebellion? Yeah, they're dealing with it for us. Alright, nice. Burgundy wants peace. Let's see what we can get out of them. Because, yeah, they're at 99% currently, so there's really no reason to keep the war going with them any further. So I was hoping that we'd get this from the Burgundian inheritance. It might not happen, though, because they did change up the Burgundian inheritance. So, yeah, it might not happen. But I'm hoping we get that from that event. And then this goes to Austria. That's generally what happens. Depends on the event choices that France selects, as well as what the Emperor goes with. But generally what happens is we'll get this territory and Austria will get this territory. So I want to take this and also give us land access to Calais, since we're going to take that from them. So let's go ahead and focus on this territory here. It's a lot of aggressive expansion though, so probably not going to take much more than that, because the main purpose of the war is actually Brittany. Now we will get to burn off some of this while we go after England. I think that's the most we're going to want to take here, guys. And we can hurt them in other ways. Force them to release nations, for instance. Cancel subjects, though none of those are actually going to be options. So we can force them to release either Luxembourg or Champagne. That's a lot of war score, though. And we really do need to get some money out of this. How much money can we get from them? A lot. So we can pay off our loan. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. Let's get all that money. I know it's inflation. But yeah, we need to deal with these financial issues. So our corruption's currently growing. So let's go ahead and fix that. Get that dealt with. And hopefully this will last for the rest of the conflict. We'll have to see. Alright, so with Burgundy finished up, I'm surprised that they're still in the war. Holland is. Are they free now? Oh, okay, that's a complete rebellion. Okay, I didn't realize what had gone on there. I see. Okay, and they're also embargoed now, so they're like rival or whatever. No? They're just embargoing us because we're at war. Okay, so, yeah, I guess we can finish this up over here. Yeah, we'll take over their territory since we're at war with them before we send more troops over to England. I say more troops, we haven't even sent these guys yet. We're going to let these ships just finish up, repairing for the month, and then we'll send them over. Burgundy's no longer a valid rival for us. So let's go ahead and cancel that embargo. Though we have to wait until the 19th of July before we can do so. Alright, so let's go and send our troops across. We're going to attack their capital in London. Remember, they have to go in 2 shots of troops. Hopefully our 20,000 will be enough here to get the job done. And that they're not able to wipe us out, because they actually have 30,000 of their own troops. So this is a little bit risky. I should probably send those 15,000 over there next. Yeah, we'll send the 15,000 next to make sure that we've got enough troops to not be defeated over here. Fortunately, got more corruption. So yeah, I got a bad negative event there. So yeah, we'll invade into England and see what we can get out of them. I'd like to weaken them a bit. So there's their 15,000. So we'll get up to the 20,000, and then we'll go pick up the other 15,000 troops. I wonder where their the rest of their army, the other half of their army is. Probably Ireland or Scotland. Yeah, they might come down here and attack us. We've already breached the walls there. We should have had them. I should have manually did this so that they would have moved from here, because then they would have been helping out with the siege while we did this. Because it does take a long time to move off ships now. Didn't used to take so long. But now they have all those different modifiers and things that affect it. So what we want to do is let's have these guys go across. And they'll go this way, so that while they're going from the ships to the land, we'll be getting the bonus here to help out with the siege of London. So yeah, we'll just see what we can get from England. We did get the mission finished up to discover North America. All right, excellent. So we'll see what this one grants us. So settler chance plus 5% and global settler increase plus 25. I feel like we should wait to take that. How long does it last? It lasts for 20 years. I think we should wait to take that until we get more colonies set up. Let's finish up this war first, and then we'll take that mission. So yeah, we'll bring these 15,000 troops here, guys. 14,000, and then they'll go back and get the other 1,000. In order to ensure that the English can't defeat us here. That we'll have more manpower on England than they do. And oh, okay, it looks like they had 1,000 troops there that we wiped out. And we'll soon have Holland defeated. They're already asking for peace, but let's go and take their last province first so we have more war score. So we can get Diplo or military power. Should definitely do the Diplo power, guys. So, you know, because we obviously need to still get through those that idea group. And we did finish up the siege of London. That's going to force their ships out while our troops are still going across here. I think they might still move. No, they don't still move when you're being attacked. So we have to finish the battle up first. Which we did so. Didn't capture the ship, but did sink the frigate. Alright, so we've completed the conquest of Holland. So let's go sue for peace here. And we're not going to take any of their territory over. Could vassalize them, but of course, aggressive expansion is currently an issue, guys. So probably shouldn't. Nor could we. That wouldn't even be an option. Let's do war reparations. We'll also do the transfer trade power. As far as other things, probably just money. I don't really want to weaken them. Not right now, anyways. Not when Burgundy can still, conquer them. So yeah, we'll just get money. That'd be helpful. Alright, so we finished up that conflict. And we should be moving somewhere with these troops. Can't really split them up because we still got English armies roaming around. The forts are pretty far away. And they have one in the north and they have one in Wales. Yeah, I don't really want to have to conquer all this. Yeah, we're going to have to split them up. There's no way I'm going to do it this way. One by one. That'll take forever. So let's split them up. We'll just take the cav out. Don't want to split them up too much, though. So those guys are going there, so they can take that. So these guys will go here. And then we'll take this cav unit. But yeah, I like doing it with the cav because they're faster in the mod. So yeah, we'll get all this taken over. And we still have those troops coming here. Now it'd be faster to instead have them pick up those troops. Which they actually need to go home. Okay, so you gotta get... Alright, so let me see how the best way to do this would be. Might be faster to go here, I'm not entirely sure. Probably be faster to just go here. Or this one. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright, so getting all this occupied here. They'll take that for us. Let's go and move over to this location. And yeah, there's no fortifications all throughout here. So should be able to easily get it all conquered. And I suppose we could just move up to take that, but let's wait until these guys are done. They're gonna move up with them. And yeah, they'll take, let's see how we want to do this. They'll go here. Or right here. That's how we'll do it. Let's have these troops get on the ships. And then have them... I'll just go here. Yeah, that's the best way to do this. And then just move them up. Oh, these are a cav. Okay, we'll just have them move around and take territory for us then. And then with the fleet, let me see here. So some of the frigates are pretty damaged, the ones that we captured. So what we'll want to do is let's just take that one out and let them repair. And then they're going to come up here to help us with this siege after we defeat the English fleet, which is about to be pushed out into the sea now that we've taken over the province they're in. But yeah, we'll try and get as much war score as we can. And not going to be able to take that fort just yet, so let's just go this way. And then these guys can go over here. So we'll get all this taken over. And now we finish up this battle here. Just take a look at how the health of the fleet is looking. So what we could do is just go into port real quick, so we get the repairs for the month flipping over. And we're not even over here anyways for the siege. Could also come over here so you can battle those guys. You know what? Actually, you know what? We should stay here and hit the English fleet again. Oh yes, I did forget about this army here. My bad. Let's get them coming back home. And let's go and push forward into the next provinces. So these guys will go, let's see here. Look at all these rebellions they got going. Alright. So tons of peasant rebellions. I don't really want to fight their peasants for them. I mean, we don't need to get all this conquered, guys. I think what we'll do, I mean, they can take that. It'll take them a while to take the capital. These guys go here. Maybe get one more fort and then end the war. I'm not actually trying to conquer all this. All we want from England is Calais. Aggressive expansion is going to be stupidly high. We're probably going to have a big ol' coalition rise up against us. Yeah, we're going to get pretty high aggressive expansion. So captured another one of their frigates. Destroyed 4 total, or destroyed and captured 4 total. Let me just take a look and make sure that we're not... Yeah, we are over the cap a little bit. We do need the frigates. I don't really want to destroy those. We can get rid of the trade ships, though. So get rid of that. And then let's pull out the heavily damaged ships. Have them come over here and repair with that one. Alright, so let's go engage those 4 ships. And then we'll help out with the siege here. Alright, so let's get this last province of Cornwall taken. And then these guys can go here. They can go... Well, let's wait to take that province till our fleet's over here. And they can come over here. And so that's where their army currently is. Alright, so engaging the fleet here. We sunk all 4 of those ships. Alright, excellent. We did lose that province to rebels, so they did force these ships out. So we'll just bring them over. You know, let's put them in our own province. Those rebels will likely move. Alright, so we'll attempt to engage those guys, and then we'll come over here. So there's their troops currently. Let's get York now. And then I guess we'll start merging back with our army here. Alright, so we took the province down here. Let's get them marching back up to this army. It should take them a while to take London since they're not able to get the bonus from having ships, have a fleet. Or, I mean, I guess get rid of the penalty would be the proper way to say that. Alright, so still taking this here. And let's get these guys coming over here now. And then they can go take this one here. Alright, so let's get these ones merged. And yeah, once we finish up that siege, we'll finish up the war. I think one of these guys is supposed to be in this army here, isn't it? Yeah. Let me just take a look at what we got over here. So yeah, we got the right number of cav here. Yeah, maybe we only had 3. Yeah, we had 3 cav there, I think. So I think we're good to go. Everybody should be in their proper place. Alright, so we're battling the English fleet again. And we did finish up that exploration mission as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and send them... I don't know what the next one would be. Africa, I suppose? Yeah, well, you know what? Let's do the Atlantic South America one first. I don't know how far a range will get us down there. We'll have to see. But yeah, we've opened up all these locations for colonization. Now, one problem with doing it so early is, remember, this does spread to other countries after a certain amount of time. And so there are reasons to not do it so early, so that it takes longer to spread to them. Alright, so this battle's done. Didn't capture any of their ships. Destroyed their whole fleet, though. So all they have left is 2 ships, which are right over there. So that's the end of the English Navy, at least for now. Suppose these guys can come over here, get that taken. Just get as much war score as we can, and then we'll go ahead and end this conflict after we take this fortification. I don't even know if it was even necessary to do all this. I mean, we are looting them and stuff, so you're getting something out of it. Okay, so this is the next step of the Italian War, so we do actually want to read this. So the Italian Wars were a series of wars between 1494 and 1559 that involved most Italian city-states, the Papal States, and drew in major powers like France, Spain, and the Holy Roman Empire. The earlier War of Lombardy against the Republic of Venice had left the Duchy of Milan seeking an ally and turned to Charles VIII of France for help, using the House of Valois' old claim to the throne of Naples as a pretext. When Ferdinand I of Naples died, Charles invaded the peninsula in 1494. Despite tactical victories in the field, Charles became cut off from France and was forced to return home in 1498. The conflict over Italy was, however, far from over, and the wars between Spain and France would go on for another 61 years. Austria has now claimed all our provinces in Italy. We don't even have any provinces in Italy. I mean, we've got vassals, and we got Naples. Yeah, we could say we should back down on Italy, we'll lose 10 prestige, or we say if it's war they want, and we'll lose relations with them and gain 10 prestige, and that's the option we're going to do. If they want war over Italy, then let's have it. Yeah, just waiting for the siege, guys, and then we'll go ahead and end the conflict. Or at least end it with England. So let's go ahead and make peace and see what we can get. Now, we don't want anything territorial-wise besides Calais. Aggressive expansion is going to become a huge issue over Brittany, guys. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get Calais, and then just try and find other ways to weaken them. I don't know what all we'll be able to do. I don't really care about annulling any of these treaties. They can keep them going if they want. If anything, we want them to release nations or to return to course. Probably to Scotland. Oops, wrong one. I think that's the one. What we're going to want to do. You know, the Irish are always going to get conquered because they don't have the power to resist England. But Scotland can actually kind of defend themselves to a degree. So let's try and get. Oh, they won't accept that. Our war score with them is 76%. Well, they'll give that one up. Yeah, we'll just do that, guys. That's fine. Alright, so I was going to send that demand off. And that's good enough. Alright, so we're still at war with Brittany. So let's go ahead and get these troops moved. Yeah, we'll just use the automatic system here, guys. Let's move these guys. Although I'm tempted to go ahead and get those other two ships moved in here first. So better move them, move more at a time. At the very least, you can get that full 15,000 army moved at one time. So let's go ahead and merge. Oh, wait a minute. They're not there yet. There we go. Let's go ahead and merge those. And yeah, we can't go, unfortunately can't go into there, so that you do have to use this method here. So this is going to take 2 trips across. And that trip will, and that army will be just the 1 trip. So let's go ahead and add the core for Calais. And our corruption, of course, is becoming a problem. So let's go ahead and just tick this up some. So it's no longer an issue. We're not burning it off currently, though. And we have some money. We got to get out of this war, though. I never did get rid of that embargo. So let's go and revoke that. Alright, so we'll get all our troops moved back home. We don't need to pay for... you really don't need to pay for these forts. So let's go and mothball those. And we're getting the call to war. The call to peace. So basically, we need to go ahead and end this. Okay, so we'll go and do that after this event. We just have to lose the money, unfortunately. But yeah, they gave us an unconditional surrender here. I mean, there's there's nothing they can do. It's already over. So aggressive expansion is going to become a massive problem. And look at that potential coalition, guys. It is huge. Now, those are all small countries. You notice none of them are really extremely large or powerful. We got some medium-sized powers like the Venetians. I see Switzerland in there. Oh, Austria is in there too. Yeah, this is going to be a huge issue. Also, we're going to have all kinds of problems with overextension. Yeah, it's a massive issue getting all Brittany conquered. We could turn him into a vassal instead. How much would that be? Like, how bad would that be? Because we took too much territory over here. And that wasn't even what the war was over. But yeah, we're currently looking at 36.7. So what would happen? How much would we get? Probably a lot still. It would be more. Probably because we got claims on this territory. So it's just better to annex it all then. Okay, so yeah, we're going to piss off a ton of people. We don't have to take it all in one war, but we're going to. And just deal with the big old massive coalition that's very likely to form, guys. There's no way this coalition doesn't form against us. Not with this many people in it. And we just pissed off the Austrians. So yeah, this is going to be a huge problem. Alright. So we can go ahead and do the Discover North America now. Go ahead and take that, get rid of that. And go ahead and pull back the colonists here. Then we can send another one. Or send him over to another location. And get that grabbed up. And let's go ahead and move these troops into the middle here. Deal with any future rebellions. Corruption's grown, so we need to deal with that. And we'll have to wait. We'll have to continue to pay for our military for a little while longer. Yeah, we're going to accept that royal marriage. So yeah, we'll get all these troops across here. And then, once we got all our troops back home, we'll stop paying for them. So we can go and, like, drill these guys for now. While they're sitting here. Being paid for. But yeah, they're going to take attrition going across. So, you know, might as well just... We'll drill these guys as well. Alright, so because we took Calais, we got the end of the 100 Years' War event. So Louis XI benefited from the outcome of the 100 Years' War. The virtual destruction of the feudal nobility enabled him to unite France more solidly under the royal authority and to promote an ally with the middle class. Give us some admin power now. And I suppose we can go ahead and take that last of that land as well. Which maybe we shouldn't be doing this then. So let's go and seize that land. And then also, we can work on getting that agenda completed by building the marketplace here. So work on that. So the rebellions are down here in the south. Of course they are. We keep having them down there. So I gotta keep bringing my troops all the way down there. Alright, so bring them over there. These guys will drill. And then let's bring in the last troops here. So they'll get picked up in one trip. So that one's dealt with by the Papal States. So it's just this one here. And here's the coalition kicking up. It's going to be a big old coalition, guys. And so if they do, in fact, make use of that and declare war, then it's going to be one hell of a conflict. Because we pissed off everybody. Which is not at all surprising, given how much territory we just took. Austria's in it as well. They'll likely be the one that starts the conflict. Alright, so I think we've seen this event. Yeah, we've seen this event. So this time it's with our artist, and he's just too good to get rid of. So I don't think we're gonna... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get rid of him. Instead, we'll go with this option again. And we'll lose the prestige. So I believe we can now, because we've taken that decision, I believe we can now start annexing our vassals. So let's go ahead and start working on that. See who we want to do first. Probably Orleans. Because yeah, they're always a problem for us. So yeah, let's go ahead and start working on that. It is here, annex vassal. Though it does cost a ton of diplo power. Now that's based off of how much development they have, so there would be cheaper ones to go with. Like these guys would probably be a lot cheaper. It's 152. And all these cost the same relation slot, so it makes the most sense to do the smaller ones first. So let's go and do that. We'll annex them. Now it does make the other ones more difficult. But yeah, we'll do them. We'll start annexing one of our subjects here. So that's why we wanted to get that. Yeah, Switzerland joined. No surprise there. I'm gonna let these guys drill while we're paying for them. And then the fleet here, I guess I'll go back to the Mediterranean because that's where I think this next conflict will be. It's more in the Mediterranean. So go ahead and move them over here and then we'll mothball them again. Save some more money. Alright, so we'll get these guys destroyed and then take over. Yeah, it's going to be a huge coalition. Take that province back over. And our overextension is dangerously high. So yeah, we've got to get all this territory cored. This is an event regarding Burgundy and entering into the Empire, I suppose. And we got one of those cores. Alright, excellent. So that'll help with the overextension problems, which are many. Many overextension issues. Alright, so we're done with this here. So this is what we're going to do. We'll keep that army down the south for now. And let's stop paying for the troops. As soon as, well, I guess we'll want to wait for the month to tick over. And then, yeah, let's stop paying for the troops, guys. Because we have some serious money troubles. Now, mothballing the fleet will help. But yeah, we are not doing well when it comes to our finances. That's a bad position. Is it our colonies? Colonial maintenance is pretty high. So that's pretty much all we're going to be able to do at a time is just these three. And none of them are we even remotely close. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have set up the additional colony. I thought we had more money than we did. Apparently not. So yeah, having a lot of financial issues here currently. We'll see how things change next month. But yeah, I think we're in a pretty bad situation here financially. So yeah, it looks like we overstretched ourselves a little bit. Overextension is a big problem. Once we get that dealt with, then that will improve the situation, because this is what you get hit with on the overextension. So that'll improve it some, because remember, we're paying a bunch for the corruption currently. So we might need to just let corruption rise until we get overextension dealt with, because we're just losing too much money currently. So we're just going to have to let overextension be out of control for a little while. But yeah, if the coalition declared war on us like now, when we had all this overextension and these colonies and stuff, then it would be disastrous for us. While reducing military tech costs, that'd be really helpful. We don't need the prestige, just get the admin power. And unfortunately, we did have to take a loan. Okay, so yeah, we just need to get the overextension dealt with. We're forming up these cores. We're a little over halfway through many of those. So yeah, we'll get that done soon. And this will help with our manpower issues, which I need to get that built up, because basically the way the coalition works, if anybody declares war on us that's in the coalition, then the whole coalition goes to war with us. That'll help as well. Because yeah, we were getting the penalty. I mean, we're still getting the penalty here. Yeah, that gives you the trade efficiency, and yeah, just need to get rid of this problem here with the clergy not liking us. Well, we did get well, we lost the stability. That's to be expected with the overextension issues. They might be able to win without paying for them, but maybe not. It's sometimes difficult, even against natives, to win without paying for your troops. And so what I generally do is I'll just train troops whenever I'm having to deal with these native uprisings. Obviously, money's not normally such a huge issue, and I did that battle when we didn't even we didn't have the morale yet. That's awesome. All right, so I was gonna bring those guys over here, and we didn't really need to pay for that. Apparently, I thought even against just 500 dudes with no morale, we'd lose. It's hard to say, because I've seen it happen before. So we can get a good little chunk of money, but we got to give a bunch of land up, which obviously we don't want to do. Because yeah, we just, took all these problems to get that land. So what we're going to do instead, we'll have to lose the loyalty with the bourgeoisie, get more loyalty with the nobility, and we'll also get stability from this. So that'll be helpful. So go ahead and take that one. And then we can also purchase an ability. So this will get the colony development boost. And then the next one we'd get would be the war taxes reduction, so we don't have to pay any military power for our war taxes. Unfortunately, that does have to be the end of today's episode. We just hit 1500, so we're in the 16th century, and we've got a lot of issues, guys. Overexpansion should be dealt with once we finish up with these cores here, and that will help, particularly with the finances. But yeah, a lot of financial issues currently. Stability is still doing all right, but corruption is rising. And yeah, just a lot of issues. It's these colonies. These colonies are stupidly expensive currently. So really probably shouldn't have done a third one. Looks like we can only afford 2 at a time. I figured around this time, usually you can do 3. But I think we have like other costs that are hitting us kind of hard as well. We do have a lot of forts. So might want to reduce. Yeah, that's another problem I didn't even think about, was the new territory we took. We have the fortification problems. So we want to get rid of some of these fortifications. That would help. Like this here, we're actually paying for the fortification here. We're just going to completely get rid of that one. So if we could get rid of some of these forts, that would improve the situation some. Like maybe get rid of the Calais one. Yeah, let's get rid of the Calais one. Well, let me just see here. This one's covering a province that's already covered. Yeah, you know what? Actually, it makes more sense to get rid of this one. That one's more expensive too. It's already upgraded, so I guess that's one bonus of that one. But yeah, we'll get rid of that one. Getting rid of some of these forts will help. We need another fort down here in the south. I don't know if we really need the forts over here anymore, since we dealt with most of the threats over here. But yeah, that'll improve the situation some. Let me just see how bad it is now. Still pretty bad. We did discover what the trade good here was. It's going to be fur. Not surprising. Most of these will likely be fur or fish. I think it says what you're likely to get there. Yeah, it's most likely to be fur. Could also be naval supplies, though, it seems. All right, so that'll have to be the end of today's episode. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you have a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.